back to my channel. So today is finally the day that I dye my hair the color red. Oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna be a flame. Haha. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for like ages. Well, I haven't been like dying to dye my hair red because I do love my pink very much, but for the artistic plans that I have for next year especially, and the music plans that I have next year especially, I decided why not change it up a little bit, at least for a while. And I've always loved how red hair looks. Ever since I was a kid, like the redheads were almost always my favorite characters in cartoons and other things and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really cool to be one. So today I'll be using my trusty old Venita hair coloring mousse, which I'm not sponsored by the way, which is kind of sad because I've been like swearing by this ever since I started using it. Because I don't know about their other shades, but at least the pink that I was using, or rather the dark magenta purple that I was using, is probably the most long-lasting and pigmented hair color that I've used. But since this is really intimidatingly dark and I want a little bit more brightness in my red hair color, I'll be using the no less trusty Crazy Color in Fire. I have used Crazy Color's pink and I actually really love the color itself, but it was never vibrant enough for me and it never lasted long enough for me personally. So I'll be putting this on the bottom part of my hair, and the darker Venita red I'll put on the top of my hair so that I could blend my red color into my roots a little bit more smoothly, because I'm not going to bleach my roots this time. Even though they are getting pretty long, I don't really have anyone to help me, so I decided to just wait. This is my first time dyeing my hair an entirely different color ever since I dyed my hair pink for the first time 1.5 years ago. And aside from having blonde hair and pink hair, my only other color adventure was when I put dark purple on the tips of my hair in fall of 2016. I enjoyed that quite a bit while it lasted, but I went back to pink afterwards and haven't stopped just putting pink all over my hair ever since. So it's going to be something new and exciting, and I'm super thrilled. So without further ado, let's go and let's color my hair red. Okay, so it's been like 2 hours roughly since I finished coloring my hair, or rather putting color on my hair. I did some stuff, I had dinner, and now it is time to rinse it out and see how glorious the red will look. While I was dyeing my hair, I kept looking in the viewfinder and I noticed that it looks a lot more like true red than it did in real life, because especially the first color that I used looked a lot more orange than I expected. But I mean, like, I'm not that mad at it, because I mean, there are warmer reds, there are cooler reds. I expected more of a neutral red, but I'm sure this is gonna look great as well. And this is the finished look! I am so excited about this. When I started dyeing my hair, I had doubts because, first of all, I expected the Venita color to be much darker based on the other colors that I've tried or seen in action. Well, I've pretty much only tried pink and purple, but both of those were pretty accurate to what was advertised on the box. You know, like the swatch color on the box. But this, at first, kind of kept coming out more orangey, and I really freaked out because not only that was lighter than I expected, but also the crazy color was darker than I expected. Because the pink crazy color dye, which I think it's called Pinkissimo, is really similar to what you get, you know, as a result on your head. And the red, which is I think named Fire, was so dark. It was literally like, it was like blood. You know, like it's dark, but when you spread it, it gets more red and orangey. That was a little bit freaky. But I did go with my original plan of putting the Venita hair coloring mousse on the top part of my head and my roots, and the crazy color Fire on the rest of my hair. And to be quite honest, it all looks pretty even. It all looks pretty uniform, because the Venita color gets darker than it is initially, you know, out of the bottle, because it's mousse and it's automatically like appears lighter. And then crazy color did end up being lighter when you wash it out than it was in a bottle. So it pretty much evened out, and I have a pretty uniform color. I don't know how it'll be. Oh, my white balance is going crazy. It's so bright, you know? When I turn my head, it's like, oh, red, bright colors. I don't know if when I will start washing it, it'll start fading unevenly. Well, I'm sure it will, because first of all, this is 2 different brands of hair color, which, as I witnessed in the past, have really different staying power. But also I'm really curious to see what the undertones will be like, because as opposed to what I initially thought when I was coloring my hair, this is a pretty neutral toned red. Like in natural light, like through my window, it's pretty like a neutral classic red, you know? You know, like how you would describe a red lipstick. It's not too orangey, not too pinkish. It's just that exact red that I wanted. Even though, like I said, it didn't initially feel like it's gonna be like that exact red that I wanted. But what matters is that I'm super happy with how this looks. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this, probably for like 1-2 months maybe. It's probably gonna stay vibrant for like a month, and then over the next month or 2 it's going to fade to a more pastel look, as I've experienced from, you know, both of those brands before. But I don't know if I will re-dye it yet. Like, I'm not sure yet, you know? Like, I'm really loving this right now, but I don't know, maybe I will miss my pink too much and I'll be like, I wanna go back to my natural hair color, which is pink. I know that it's not my natural hair color, but it's a natural hair color in my heart, you know? Like, I feel at home when I have pink hair. It's like my thing at this point, and I absolutely love pink hair, both on myself and other people. I didn't end up using all of my crazy color hair dye. I had 2 bottles and I used like 1 entirely, and then like I think like a 1/5 of the other one. Of course, if I would have covered my roots with crazy color, I would have probably used like both of those bottles entirely. But I think if I'm gonna refresh this color in the future, I'm going to try and do it entirely with a Venita hair dye and see how that goes, because it did seem a lot more light and a lot more neon. Like, obviously you can't tell, but I kind of think that the parts that I covered with only the Venita hair color, they're a little bit more neon than the ones that I did with crazy color. So I don't know if I'll make a video about it, but I'll definitely keep you updated with vlogs and stuff like that, because I love that you love my hair videos. Like, every time that I make a hair video, it somehow does really well, which I really appreciate it, because I myself love like just scrolling through YouTube and watching random people dye their hair. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed making it. I've been looking forward to making this video for ages, because like I said, I myself love watching these videos and I love making these videos, and it's all super fun for me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. I love you guys. Bye!